Oh, days like this are always the best. The high humidity, moving days. Got a lot to do this morning. I'm not looking forward to it. Welcome everybody to what could possibly be the saddest day in moving history. Just because we love this campground so much, but it's time to move. We have to go back to a place that we're not really the biggest fans of, and that is in Eustis, Florida. But good news is we got Eustis, then we got another campground we've never ever been to after that, and then I believe we come right back here. So we got like 3 months and we'll be back in hopefully the same exact spot. Sherwood Forest Encore Resort in Kissimmee, Florida. I have to say, you're right up there with Tropical Palms as probably the best RV campground resort in the system. I mean, Disney's not in the system, so you can't count that, but for 1,000 Trails Encore, you guys are probably tied for first. So much stuff to put away, and then when I'm done here, I gotta get started on the inside. That's right, I'm doing the outside and the inside today. I mean, all of the outside. All of it. Main reason is Steph's stuck in a truck, had to work today. She has 3 catering gigs, and she helped me back the truck in, and she got the stuff ripped out of the yard and put it on the table, so she did a pretty good job. It should be nice and easy to put everything in the back of the truck and then get everything else organized. We thought our fish was dying last night, or for the last couple of days. It's been floating at the bottom, our bed of fish, and it's just been so cold, and we didn't know what to do. Woke up this morning, it's nice and warm, and the fish is out swimming around and eating. Hasn't eaten like in 3 days, but it's doing pretty good now. But it's going to get put in shock again because I have to move it, put it in the sink for the travel day. But good news is the fish is doing good. Everything looks like it's going to be easy to be picked up. And yeah, if you want to tag along and watch today, because it's not an EV day. My car is actually parked at work at the moment. And then after this, after campground set up and walk around of our new campground settings, I'll go down and get my car and get back into that stuff again. Something, oh, come on, get out of there, Stinky. Something really weird happened 2 days ago, too. I was out trying to charge my car, and it wasn't being able to pay for it. I was using my ATM card, and to put on Electrify America and ChargePoint and Taco Bell, and everybody kept coming back. All the codes kept saying, expiration, your card's expiration date is gone. It's gone. I looked at my card and it's good until 7/26, which is like 2 years from now. How is my expiration date bad? So the last couple of days I have had zero access to my bank account to put charges in my car and anything else, or really eat. So Steph's been taking care of me. Not only do I have to move this thing today, I have to hit the bank and find out why. When you call your bank's customer service, they're really not much help. And I realize that. I don't know why we put so much trust in our banks nowadays. Yeah, I really wish there was a way to get rid of banking altogether. Just go back to the way we used to pay back in the day. I mean, I really like the online paying, but man, it seems like the banks pretty much control everything now. I don't know when that changed. Because back in my 20s and 30s and stuff, you could still use cash. Now it's really hard. Most everything is tap, which I pushed for tap to pay. I wanted tap to pay in all my life. I like tapping with my watch. I like doing all this stuff. I guess I was part of the problem trying to push that stuff forward, when all along the grass was greener when we had green in our hand. Okay, well, most of that stuff's done. I just got a little bit of cleanup to do here, then move into the inside, and check out in is about 2 hours. I think it's like the earliest I've ever had to do this myself, which rarely happens. Steph is usually here, but her jobs have been so good in the Orlando area. She just likes keeping busy, trying to rake in that dough, knock everything out. Because I think My fear is she's going to knock out all of her bills long before me, and I got a regular job. We got 24 months to get totally debt-free again before hopping on the airplanes and leaving the country for good. And she's going to be well prepared before me. I have to figure something out. During my walk-around inspections, one of the things I always forget, and I'm going to make sure not to today, is the hummingbird feeder. Even though we don't have no hummingbird food in it at the moment because it's not hummingbird season, we still put it up. So outside all I got to do is put up the stairs. That wheel looks good. Landing legs are all up here for the levelers. That's as high as they go. It kind of worries me. I wish they'd go up a little bit higher, but that's about as high as I can get them. The front ones go all the way up. I still got to unchalk these wheels here, unplug, and lift that tongue up a little bit. So far, everything's looking good. It looks like we're about ready. The now else I never want to forget is I always want to turn the propane off. I did it already. If you look, he's out swimming. He's all happy again. For like 3 days, he was just on the bottom, looking not healthy at all. We thought he was actually getting ready to pass away. We checked the water, the temp, everything else. He just was not feeling it. Did not eat. Thought he was going to go down in the septic tank of fish heaven. But wake up this morning, he's eating, swimming, happy. Yeah, so maybe that's a good sign. Maybe that's a good sign for moving day today. And the bad thing about moving days is everything looks like a total mess. It's like everything gets destroyed, and then you have to set it all back up. So it's not only your storage, you have to just put stuff where it doesn't slide all over the place when you're bouncing down the road, but then you got to set everything up to make it look like home again, which usually takes about an hour or two once you get to camp. But it's something we're getting used to. It's not too bad. We did add a couple things. So right now, if you see this cupboard up here is open, we put a cat scratcher inside that cupboard up there and some cat toys, and the cat can jump up on this shelf, climb up in there, and we have 3 cabinets that are all hollow all the way through. And so she has a whole, like her own condo, 2-story condo up there, and so she climbs up there. But on this shelf here, we did add a dehumidifier. So people that live in trailers like this, especially in Florida, or you run propane a lot, you get a lot of humidity with inside. Yeah, these little dehumidifiers from Amazon, they work great. We haven't had any issues since we put that in that I believe. I mean, we could have, but I don't see any. The dehumidifier is really doing a good job. And we went to Dollar General and got one of these little fans here, and we just blow it on us on the bed, so we don't have to actually run the AC so much, just due to the fact we think when it gets a certain temperature in here, the fish is not happy. I think the fish needs it semi-warm, like in the 70s and above. So we turn the air conditioner on 72, keep the fan going, and run the dehumidifier. It seems to be working. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but look at this fantastic little thing that Steph got. She got a Mexican Santa. Instead of carrying a bag of goodies behind his back, he carries a piñata. Well, that's heavy too. It's a heavy piñata. Yeah, look at that. And he's wearing a sombrero Santa hat. We like Mexican stuff and Mexican people. So the last couple of steps is just to sweep off the steps. And that's because these steps do not come out from underneath. They actually fold up into the trailer itself, kind of like this. And if you clean them off beforehand, it makes it a lot easier to clean up. Makes it a lot easier to clean up when you're setting up camp. And one last inspection before we pull out. Oh, I forgot those lights. Oh no, that's okay. I need to make sure all this is good. Make sure the camp is totally clean for the next person. Walk around. Oh, here's another thing we did. We stopped by Love's in St. Augustine, Daytona Beach area and grabbed one of these with a bumper. We got a little Buc-ee's thing there. Is that cool? Yeah, everything's looking good here. I still got the power connected. And I got the 2 wheel chocks. 1 wheel chock there, 1 in the front. So those are the 2 things I need to do. Oop, can't forget that. See, all these ones are yellow. Sometimes you forget the black ones. Don't know why. Right, so that's gone. Landing leg is up. Electricity's plugged in. Propane off. Battery connected. We have lights. Everything seems to be working. All right, it's time to check out. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss this place. I like TTO, Thousand Trails Orlando. But this place here, man, this is just nice. Spot 85, that's what we want next time. Okay, this is about all I'm doing. This is all I'm required to do. Just bring everything here and kind of just set up on the inside a little bit. But this is our new home for 15 days. We are in Eustis, Florida. And yeah, that's all I can say. That's all I can say about this place. There was a time I really liked it here. And right now it's probably not going to be too bad due to the fact that it's still half empty, but in like another month is when all those caravans of people from like Texas and everybody else had like this big get together for 2 weeks with hundreds of RVs, and they just fill this place up and you can't move. You try and do anything, you can't do it. This place gets packed. Good news is there's a lot of grass at the moment. It's still not considered really high season for Eustis, so it's still kind of empty. But the shade and anything else, amenities and stuff like that, it's lacking compared to other Thousand Trails and Encore resorts. But that's all I gotta say. But it will do for now. We have 0 trees. There's some sites have single palm trees, but it's like across the street there used to be a lot of forest over there with campsites, but they tore out all the trees and added more campsites, so it's pretty much stuck in the sun now too. Being in Florida, you try and avoid the sun, or you try and cover yourself with some shade trees. Yeah, they did a job when they took out, they're trying to get more RVs in here, and in the process they have to rip out the trees to do it. So what at one time actually made this place nice, it's not that way anymore. But you know what, it is a place to park. It's a place to hang your hat for a short time while you're waiting to get reservations, or your reservations to be filled into a park that is more suitable for shading. I mean, shade's important. Also, what's bad about this place is all night long, just traffic, just cars and cars and cars. There's no peace and quiet around here. And there's that one time of the year where right next door, the Lake County Fairgrounds is just packed with carnival stuff. And you're not getting no sleep then neither. So yeah, it's cars and carnival. Carnival. Like I said, good news is we're only here for 15 days, then we're moving to Winter Garden, and then I think back to the place we just left today, which I really enjoyed. I thought that was really nice. So we'll just have to wait and see. But in the meantime, I'm going to go and sign off. I got to go to work. That's why I can't finish setting all this stuff up. I have to go to Wildwood, which is about 25 miles away from here, hop in my truck, and head south towards Naples, Florida. It's going to be a busy night. 3 stops truck driving. Oh, and I still have to go get my EV, which is all the way down in Lake Alfred. So I got to drive 57 miles down, get my car, drive like 80 miles back to Wildwood, which is up here, hop in my truck, and then head to Naples for a 6 a.m. delivery. It's for my first stop. I'm going to be busy. It's a no sleep team day. Yeah, let me show you the inside real fast. AC's going. There's a cat waking up. Let's turn the light on so we can see her and what Steph gets to deal with when she gets home. Right, cat? Yeah. Steph gets to deal with all this fun stuff. Look at the mess. Have fun, Steph. Right, Pooper? Have fun, Pooper.